Yo, what's good, y'all? Your boy man. We're here with another video. Before I start, I want to give y'all thanks. First, thanks to God, but I want to give y'all thanks because we got to 3,000 subscribers. I had like a goal chart on my notebook, and I had goals set for like the amount of subscribers I wanted to reach at a certain time. In May, on like the 2nd of May, I hit 1,000. Before May even ended, I'm at 3,000 right now. So that's like 2,000 subscribers in the span of just 1 month, like less than a month actually. And so I'm just grateful for it. I was supposed to hit that goal in September and I ended up hitting it in May. So I'm just grateful and thankful. And as I said before, I just care about spreading the information and, glorifying God's name and just making sure that everybody gets as much as they can when it comes to learning and everything. So by the title, I'm going to talk about freeing your mind and improving your mental, because once you improve your mental, everything else in your life becomes easier. All the goals and tasks you want to get done all starts from here. And once you have that discipline, you're able to attack everything efficiently. So the first things first, you want to understand that you need to have an open mind first. So in order for you to learn, you can't have no closed mind and think you know everything right now. The fact that y'all are watching this video right now is showing me that you guys are actually trying to learn. So people who are watching right now, you guys do have that open mind because you are wanting to become a better person. It's so easy to meet people to have like a certain way of thinking in terms of perspective. They see things one way and they don't allow themselves to open their mind to seeing somebody else's perspective, which is causing them to stay hindered or stay like complacent or stay where they at because they don't think differently. Even in my friend groups, I try to allow my friends to kind of have an open mind towards thinking. And I would we have certain debates and conversations in like the game, like in the parties in the chat. I'd be like, yo, bro, and I try to give them a different type of perspective of thinking because that's allowing them to grow. And me, I care about people being able to grow. So by default, I'm just gonna want my mans to see things and at a whole different level. When you see things at like a surface level, and I'm spiritual, so I see things more deeper than that. But when you see things at a surface level, you only see things for what they're supposed to be and not for what they actually are. So when you open your mind, that is allowing you to be more versatile in thinking, and you're able to adapt to different environments when it comes down to certain circumstances or a situation that you're in. Now, once your mind is open to different things, that's allowing you to change now. Your habits change and everything else after that changes as well. If you give a baby $20,000, they're not going to know what to do with $20,000 because they don't have the knowledge yet. Now, as that child is growing up, it's developing new ways of thinking. It's growing. And as it's growing, it's learning, which is essentially allowing that kid to learn how to use the money properly. Now, there are grown people who still don't know how to manage money properly, and they think that they know it all. They think, oh, I know what to do with it. I know what to invest in. And there's so much more to learn in how to multiply your money and create passive income to become wealthy. But because of the fact that people are so close-minded, they only have that one way of thinking. They're not open to other ways. So now that you're prepared to change and you're opening your mind, this is allowing you to get outside of your comfort zone. Complacency is stuck where comfort is. Whenever we are comfortable, we get complacent because we know that we feel good here. But we have to understand that our emotions will keep us where we're at. And I've touched on this on a bunch of my other videos about how our emotions can control where we are at and how we can elevate or stay where we're at. And that just puts you ahead of 99% of people when you go out of your comfort zone, because everyone wants to do things that they're familiar with doing. No one wants to try something new and see if they're good at it or not, because everybody's afraid to fail. That fear of failure will cause you to stick where you're at. Everything I'm saying now is all in my past videos as well. So if you want to tune in, I have a lot of videos that are talking about these similar things and how I've dissected a lot of them and talked about it more. And if you guys want more elaboration on these things, comment down and I will. Some people use money a certain way, right? But if they learn a different way of using their money, they can use it a lot more efficiently. So what you're doing now with your bread could be good. You probably could be doing something good with your money, but there's also different alternatives and easier ways to make it or faster ways to multiply it. So that's why I'm saying it's very, very important that you get prepared to change. And that all comes with the mind. So now that you've done these things, now it's time to change your routine. So what that means is, instead of waking up at 12, 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, wake up at 7, 8 in the morning so you can be more productive. This is opening your mind to a whole different lifestyle. And as I said before, putting you outside of your comfort zone. And now you can start reading. Now you can start looking at videos on like marketing and things like that. You can start networking. And I've talked about this as well in my other videos. As I'll keep saying, I've dissected more of these things in my past videos. But this is a part of freeing your mind. A lot of people, they have a slave mindset. So they're stuck where they're at because they're just going with what the government is saying, or they're just saying, oh, I'll just work this 9 to 5 my whole life. And there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, but there's a lot of time being wasted because a lot of people are just going through 9 to 5s or doing what they're doing with their life, and they're not using their spare time to get an extra amount of income because they want a certain lifestyle. You cannot say that you want to be successful and want a bit better lifestyle if you're stuck doing the same things that make you feel comfortable and make you feel complacent. Let's say you have a fitness goal with like trying to lose weight. If you're learning how to cook and you're learning new recipes, this is gonna benefit your diet and benefit your physical and your self-care, which is going to allow you to have more energy and everything throughout the day because you take care of your body. Now you work way better. You do things a lot better. You don't feel fatigued fast. You don't feel tired fast. So now you see how everything that you're doing from up here, is allowing everything else in your life to work properly and work more efficiently. You got people that work like city jobs and they hear the word benefit, or you have benefits, you have 401k, you have things that the government is supporting you with, and they live by that, and they be like, okay, yeah, I'll be good once I have the government right about me. But when they hear investing in the stock market, they can't even do that because they're like, no, I don't want to lose no money at all. In order to gain, there is some loss that comes with it, especially if you want to gain a lot. People who are successful, they had to take a lot of risk and take a lot of jumps in their life that made them feel uncomfortable, and that's where they're at right now because they've took that leap. I'm not saying everyone has to take that leap, but it's just small steps and getting familiar with trying something different that allows you to make bigger steps and not feel like you've lost so much. Now, going back to the slave mindset, now you have people who are working these jobs and working for the city, and they say, okay, I'm gonna retire at 60 something years old, just for them to not be able to have enough energy at 65 to enjoy the money that they've been stacking up. So now these people damn near live. Sometimes some people retire and they unfortunately, pass away right after they retire, and they couldn't enjoy their money. So now all that money goes back to the city. Now you just work your whole life to do nothing. Our time is valuable. So like we have to work now. We have to start doing things now. In order to free your mind, you have to understand how the world works. You have to understand what is put in place and what is programming us in order for us to stay in a certain way, in a certain mindset, so that we don't elevate. I always hear about escaping the matrix, and it isn't necessarily literal escaping the actual like world and all of that and flying or something like that, but it's escaping the system that's already set in order for you to see things a lot differently and enjoy life. You understand? You have so many things distracting us: phones, you have sports, Netflix series, things like that are keeping our head at the screen or keeping our head somewhere that's like not letting us look up at some point and see the world around us. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. Understanding how the world works allows you to not work for the world, but allow the world to work for you. There's a lot of things in this world that are in design in order for us to be hindered and not see our full potential. I've heard about this flea analogy where there's a flea and fleas jump very, very high, but there's an experiment where the flea was put in a jar, right? Now the flea could only jump to the top of the jar. And now when that, flea ended up having babies and everything, all of the babies jumped that high. So when he opened the jar, they only jumped to that amount. So this is kind of making you understand that our environment can suppress us as well. The friends you're around, your family can even be hindering you from being successful and seeing your full potential because they're suppressing you. They're suppressing your thoughts and they're causing you to see things one way. This is why I talk about changing your environment, because your environment dictates a lot of the actions and the habits that we have and the things that we kind of feel like we're stuck with. But the whole time, it's just that we were born into it. So now this leads us with the last thing you got to do, which is execute. You do not have tomorrow. So that means do everything you can today. The more that you think about how successful you are going to be in 5 years and 6, 7 years, that all starts now. Doing things today makes it easier for tomorrow. Doing things further on and letting these things pile up allow you to be more overwhelmed. You can't get anything done at all. And you end up just saying, nah, forget it. And you leave that idea, you put it in the trash. So what that means is start that business, start that YouTube channel, begin doing everything that you said that you were going to do. One of the things that helps, and I talked about it in the beginning of my video, was writing down their ideas and like having that goal chart, set goals and things and deadlines, so that when you don't get it done, you're going to feel unaccomplished. So you're going to want to get those things done in the first place. Another thing is your friends, bro. Your friends can hold you accountable and they can encourage you in order for you to get your goals done faster and actually do it in the first place. If you have a gym goal and you're in a group chat with a bunch of guys and y'all all plan on going to the gym at the same time, or like go together, or like, separately or whatever, if one of y'all don't go and your man's ask you, yo, bro, you went to the gym and you lied to him, bro, that's going to make you feel bad and that's going to eat you up. So it's going to allow you to be held accountable, and you're going to say, yo, bro, let me get up and go to the gym because I can't let my brothers down. There's a lot of other things that can allow you to free your mind as well. But one of the main things was having a relationship with God and have that spiritual connection with God. Having that relationship allowed me to learn about myself, learn about others, learn about how to react to others, how to control my emotions, how to react to situations in my life. And so that's what I'm definitely grateful for, is having that relationship with God, because I wouldn't be where I'm at right now without him. But yeah, I hope this video helps. And remember to open your mind to do things, learn, stop being so complacent, and get out of your comfort zone. It all starts now, because we do not have tomorrow. So do things now, and you'll see yourself at the top. You'll see yourself successful. As always, be safe, keep grinding, and stay blessed.